What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Today we're going to talk about realistic goals and not fucking being delusional. And I think that, you know, this stems a lot from the internet because people seem to create whatever they want to create. They become what they want people to see them as opposed to who and what they really are and what their actual abilities are. Now, I frequent a lot of the forums. I would say a lot. There's a few forums that I frequent. And I don't really post much anymore because there's no fucking point. I mean, the people that I would have a discussion with already fucking know the things I'm going to say and get it. And the people that are discussing it don't fucking listen to what we have to say anyways. They argue anyways and fucking still accomplish less and fucking look like shit compared to what we have done. So there's no fucking point in arguing with these people. So, but I watch it. And I think it's interesting because I am very interested in human psychological, I guess, adaptation, or I guess just how people interpret things and the differences is in how people act. Now, I don't know how to state this. Somebody who truly has the talent, the work ethic, has everything going for them, is not going to blow smoke up other people's asses or talk to make themselves look a lot better. It's not going to happen. People like Dorian Yates, Kevin Levrone, you know, these guys, when they were competing, and this is all bodybuilding based, when they were competing, you never heard them say, yeah, I'm going to gain 35 more pounds before my next show. I'm going to compete as a super heavyweight. You never heard them making these claims. And I don't know if it's due to the fact that, you know, if you fall short of these claims, you look like an asshole. Like a lot of people, including myself, have done a lot of talking before, and then you fall short and you just look like a fucking dick. Or if it's the fact that they are realistic with what they have to do, and their goal is, I just need to get better. And whatever better means, they push themselves as hard as they can to be better. But nowadays, what I see in these forums, like, it's fucking, it's funny because you hear people like, I saw this post on this fucking one dude. He's like, yeah, you know, hoping to put on some fucking real mass this cycle. Hoping to put on some real mass. Well, you can hope in one hand and shit in the other. Which one do you think's going to fill up faster? Exactly. So now, you've been doing steroids for years and you're hoping to put on some mass. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But, you know, everybody else will be like, yeah, you know, yeah, this will be your fucking cycle. Yeah, you'll put it on this time. Like, motherfucker, you ain't putting shit on. Doesn't matter what fucking drugs you take, you're done. You've done as much as you're fucking going to do. It doesn't matter. You've hoped for fucking last 4 years of all the things that you've done. It hasn't happened. Nothing magically is going to make you all of a sudden fucking blow up. Well, they'll see stuff like gained 40 pounds of solid muscle in this, you know, this off season, which you didn't. You gained about 4 pounds of solid muscle in that off season. The rest of it's all fucking fat and water. Looking to gain, hopefully, another 20 pounds in the next 3 months before I start my cut. Looking to gain. What the fuck? Like, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think all of a sudden that, you know, you put on 4 pounds of actual lean tissue, you think all of a sudden with the, you know, your body goes, shit, we only have this amount of time left, then he's going to start cutting. Fuck, we need to get going. Let's start building some muscle tissue. No, but what happens is you get your asses kissed in the forums about, yeah, man, you fucking did it, man. You gained 40 pounds of muscle. And these are these fucking ring-dings who don't know shit anyways. They're fucking just young kids. We're like, yeah, man, you get it. Your goal, beast mode this and fucking break shit that. And I'm just sitting there going, what the fuck am I looking at and reading? It's like a whole nother fucking universe. It's like a parallel universe to the real universe of people that live in their own fucking reality. It's not reality. Like, it's literally not in reality. Like, you know, there's these claims that people make, you know, I gained all this muscle. No, you didn't. Like, in real life, if this was back in the 90s, there was no internet, and you walked in the fucking gym and you told one of the guys that you gained fucking 30 pounds or 40 pounds of solid muscle in the off season, they would take one look at you, look you in the face and go, nah, dude, you gained like 4 pounds. You look like shit right now. You look like a fucking whale. Why are you doing this? That's what would happen. But you can kind of fucking use some filters on your photos. You get the right lighting. Your girlfriend takes the right fucking angle. The next thing you know, the picture looks halfway decent. You still look like a fucking whale, but you look like a little skinny, not skinny, but a little leaner whale than the fucking you would look in the gym. And, you know, people are like, oh, yeah, it's like a whole fucking alternate reality. Like, it's like that fucking video game, what was it, Second Life or some shit? Like, where you could be like anything you want. Like, you could be a vampire if you want. You could be whatever. That's what it's like. Like, you live a fucking alternate reality. Then you go to a show, and you get your fucking ass handed to you. Or maybe sometimes you never even get on stage because you're still like, well, you know, I dieted a little too fast and came down a little too fast, so I lost some muscle. No, you never had that muscle to begin with. It was never even fucking there. Like, your goals that you have You know, that, I mean, you're talking about gaining 65 pounds of solid muscle tissue within an off season. Like, that's not a realistic goal. A realistic goal is to be better than you were last time you were on stage, or get on stage. If you've never been on stage, get on stage. That's your fucking goal. That's a realistic goal. And what does that take? Whatever it takes to get your ass lean enough to get on stage. And then next time you get another show the next year, you say, okay, like, or let's say you do one show and then 3 months later there's another one. Your goal now is not to gain 4 pounds of muscle tissue. Your goal now is to be better than you were at the last show. What does that mean? It means you could probably come in a little bit harder and drier. Maybe you didn't carb up enough. Maybe you spilled over. Like, you know, there's all these different things that come into play that you can be better, but they're realistic goals. Like, you're not living in a fucking delusional online fucking fantasy world. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, the forums are not even about information anymore. They're about literally becoming a fucking fantasy world because people don't really like reality. They don't like who they are in fucking real life. They look in the fucking mirror and they look from the fucking chest up. They don't look from the waist down because they're fucking fat as shit. And they look at themselves like, yeah, my traps are fucking jacked. I'm huge. My fucking delts, blah, blah. They get a big fat face. Then they take some fucked up selfie pictures, put them on fucking online, and people kiss their ass. Next thing you know, they're happy about that because they really kind of suck in real life. Let's face facts. Their fucking life sucks, so they make an alternate reality. And that's fine. But the problem is there's other people that get dragged up into this that, you know, I can't tell you how many times I've had. I just had a person this weekend, you know, one of my clients, I should probably start heading to the gym. I shoot my mouth off too much. Who was like, you know, he's adding muscle. And he says, you know, like, I'm adding muscle. Shouldn't my metabolism get faster? And I'm like, first of all, you're natural. So you're not adding a whole lot of muscle. You're adding muscle very slowly. Does it increase your metabolism? Yes. But are you going to lose like 25 pounds of fucking fat because you put on a half a pound of muscle? No. What these guys are talking about when you have a faster metabolism, over time, you can eat less you can eat the same amount of calories and be a little bit leaner. But you're talking about guys that are taking drugs that gain like 30 pounds of fucking muscle in, you know, 2 years' time. And of course, they have more metabolically active tissue in their body, but that's 35 pounds of muscle. But he didn't know that because he's looking in these forums and listening to these people talk about shit that, like, it's an alternate fucking reality. Like, they literally they speak like doctors, they speak like professional trainers, and they speak like they know what they're talking about, and they have avatars of fucking Wolverine and all kinds of random shit. And then when you fucking go to their, like, Facebook page or something, it's like an 18-year-old fucking kid who's been lifting like it's amazing how much fucking wool can be pulled over your eyes on the internet to where it really fucking changes another person's perception of reality because they don't know any different. You know, when I first started fucking around in these forums, I was lucky enough to have guys like, I mean, let's face facts, Shelby Starnes, Dusty Hanshaw, Peter Putnam, I mean, Dante Trudel. These guys were all part of these forums, and everybody was helping each other out legitimately, and were watching out for each other. Chris Gankinger, Chris 250, he was another one on there. B-Boy, Brad Davis, like, everybody was part of these forums. And then slowly, little by little, you saw these new people coming in. And these new people that were like, oh, I'm going to gain 50 pounds of muscle. Meanwhile, all these genetic fucking freaks that were in this thing were gaining slower than these other people, because now these new people had a new way because they read it in a forum, and it just fucking ruined everything. Like, the alternate reality has now become the norm, and the actual forums for learning stuff have become extinct. Literally extinct. That's the way I feel. Like, I look in these forums and I snorted. That's funny. I look in these forums and I watch these guys argue with each other, and they push each other's fucking buttons. They post up bullshit fucking articles, and they just try to won over each other to feel better about themselves, when they really should be worried about themselves and getting on stage and being better and being a better person themselves and stuff. But it's not like that anymore. So, I mean, in my opinion, that's all this video is, even though I just fucking snorted. In my opinion, you should have realistic goals. You should try to be better at whatever you do. And even if it's the next day in the gym, be better at whatever you did than the day before. And let the chips fall where they may. And don't worry about what other people are saying or other people are thinking that you should do, because that's just going to fuck you up in the long run. Bios3Training@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.bios3training.com is a blog. It's the I Snorted Bicep, and we're out.